guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika. On this channel we talk about the eco-friendly, everything about the eco-friendly because we love the nature and love nature to love us back. So we are here on this channel talking about all the eco-friendly stuffs, and I'm also looking forward for environment-friendly stuffs to incorporate in my daily schedule, in my routine, so that I can be more eco-friendly, also protecting and saving our environment, also the animals. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the art resins. Like the previous week I talked about the plastics, what I really made of it. If you haven't checked that video so far, make sure to check it out. I'm going to leave them in the card section above. In that video I talk about the plastic, how it's actually made of, because right now we are looking for a substitute for the plastic. There is a huge demand for a technology to replace the plastic, maybe to decompose them or something in a process we can actually recycle the plastics. So there is a huge demand, but first of all we obviously have to know what these plastics are made of, and then we can find the process to recycle them. So in that video I talk about what plastics are made of and all those things in that video. Make sure you check it out in the card section above. In today's video I'm going to be talking about the resins. If you haven't heard about the resins, these are the main focusing on the art and craft industry. You're gonna see beautiful resins on the wood table, on the home decor items, or even in the different items that you see on a piece of paper. People do use a lot of the resins. The art are made from that, the art prints are made from that. And also the resins is a huge variety of application in art and craft industry. So I'm going to be talking about the resin, what exactly is made up of. Is it eco-friendly or is it not? And there are the various different kinds of the resins available in the market, like the epoxy resin, the UV resin. There is also one eco-friendly resin that is called as the epox resin. I think it's being called as the eco-poxy resin. I think that's the appropriate name for eco-friendly resin. So in this video I'm going to be talking about these resins. So let's dive in. Before go park, consider clicking the like button, guys. I do really appreciate that. If you want more such video in the future related to the eco-friendly nature lover, consider subscribing, because I'm gonna be uploading weekly videos. So make sure you subscribe to what exactly the resins is made up of. And then we will also be talking about the eco-friendly resin, eco-poxy resin, because these are also quite popular, and we can find a substitute for replacing the epoxy resin and UV resin with the eco-friendly resin. So let's talk about first of all these two resins which are not eco-friendly, and then I'm gonna talk about the eco-friendly one. So let's talk about the resin now that is not eco-friendly. So let me talk about that because I think that's really important. I was looking forward for a resin substitute, so that's why I came across one. What exactly the epoxy resin is? Epoxy resin are a two-component system consisting of a resin and a hardener. If you're purchasing epoxy resin in the market, you're gonna get two packets or two sachets or bottles. One would be a resin, another one would be a hardener. By mixing the two components, a chemical reaction takes place so that the liquid resin gradually hardens to a solid plastic within hours. So this is exactly the epoxy resin. The resin is not only used in industry and boat building, but also in the art. You could see besides the kitchen counters, floors, tables, paintings, jewelry, and sculptures, people do use resin a lot. So what is resin art? Resin art, you can create works of art that enchant with their clarity, luminosity, brilliance, and depth. Let's talk about the different kinds of the resins available. You're gonna see epoxy resin, the UV resin. A bit about the epoxy resin chemical structure, a little bit. I'm not gonna go that much into the chemistry over here. But epoxy resin are created by mixing BPA and epichlorohydrin (ECH), which are then reacted so as to create the basic monomer unit of epoxy resin called batch or DGEBA. The cured epoxy resin are determined by chemical process called curing or hardening. It involves mixing the resin with amines, amino-amides, phenolic compounds, and other reactive substances. This curing process will determine many properties of the cured epoxy resin. So it's basically made of these two particular chemicals, and then it go through a chain reaction creating this thing. So it's not at all eco-friendly because it's made from the chemicals, and these are not at all eco-friendly. Let's talk about the UV resin, also known as photopolymer, can be polymerized by exposing UV light. So as the name suggests, you need to expose the resin for curing under the UV light. Then only your resin will be cured, then only it will going to be hardened like a plastic. Since it can be used without organic solvents, UV curing is thought to be an environment-friendly process. UV curing resin is composed of two elements, monomers and photoinitiators. A monomer can be polymerized radically or ionized based on its functional groups. On the other hand, a photoinitiator generates radical species or reactive ionic species. The property can be easily controlled by tuning its composition. So that is the basic one. Now it's in again demand whether it's actually eco-friendly or not. UV resin cures with the energy of ultraviolet irradiation devices. I already talked about the UV rays. So just like epoxy resin, polyurethane resin, or acrylic resin, it is an industrially produced synthetic resin. So it's also a synthetic resin. Synthetic resin, that means it's not naturally created, it's not eco-friendly. As with all the synthetic resin, the field of application determine whether the resin is suitable for your project or not, but it is a separate stuff. But it's also not an environment-friendly video is the eco-friendly, that's the bio-based epoxies. Are there really an eco-friendly resin which you can reuse for your hours? Are they really eco-friendly? Let's talk about that. So bio-based epoxies, premium professional quality epoxy resins. So you're gonna see a website known as Eco-Poxy Resins, and they have the products that are listed as the, we talk about the eco resin is made from the plant extracts or from the renewable resources. So this eco resin that we get in the market is the Eco-Poxy Resin brand. I'm gonna leave the few of the resources. If you're really looking forward to buy an eco-friendly resin, I'm gonna leave them in the description box below. You can check this website out and you can very well purchase eco-friendly resin if you are looking forward to a one. But this is made from the plant extracts or the renewable resources. Because of this, they are non-toxic and renewable. While not as widely available as synthetic resin, these are only environment-friendly resin but are also the most expensive. So they could be a most expensive than the epoxy and the UV resin, and not many sellers are there in the available who are selling the eco-friendly resin. But I think that if you're really looking forward for environment-friendly approach, that you really need to consider the eco-friendly approaches. That's really gonna help you and our environment much more better. So compared to the synthetic resin, eco resins are much more expensive because they are newer and use more expensive materials. So obviously they are a little bit expensive more than the normal resin. As the technology for eco resin develop, more manufacturers will see the benefit in selling this as their own product and the price will lower. So Eco-Poxy Inc. is one of the biggest manufacturers of environment-friendly resins across different industries, including art resin. So Eco-Poxy Inc. is a company that is making this particular environment-friendly resin. I'm going to leave in the description box below their website. You can very well check it out. So many of the products are also USDA certified bio-based. A product label designed to inform customers that the product has been verified by US Department of Agriculture to contain enough renewable biological ingredients for certification. Are there other eco-friendly resins? So if you're looking for some other substitute, there are also the silicone resins, which is also the environment friendly. It's generally used for making the molds. Silicone can be food safe and generally non-toxic, making it more environment friendly than other resins. However, more research needs to be done to determine how eco-friendly silicone is. So silicone could also be a great substitute if you're looking forward for eco-friendly. And I recently purchased one eco-friendly silicone 100% clear silicone sealant for making my molds. So I'm going to give it a try. Now this is a very cheap method to get a clear silicone. If you're going with the silicone 100% clear, that is for the molds, it could be expensive. So I bought this one cheap to just give it a test drive to see whether it actually works or not. If it didn't, then I would be purchasing those expensive ones, but you could give it a try. Of course, this is a new thing to find the eco-friendly stuff. There is still a lot many technology that needs to be developed in this area, but we have to look forward for now so that we can replace the harmful substances that we are using in our day-to-day life to a more eco-friendly stuff so that we can protect our environment and thereby we can have a safe environment for us. Hopefully you find this video useful. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Have you ever used eco-friendly resin, or are you using epoxy resin or UV resin? Let me know your views, your experience in the comment section below, because it's really valuable, because we are all looking for eco-friendly stuff or resin, and I really want to know your experience if you have ever used eco-friendly resin. Let me know in the comment section below, and also section below what kind of eco-friendly videos you want to watch in the upcoming future weeks. Let me know in the comment section below. But thank you so much for tuning in today's video, guys. See you for the next time. Take care. Bye, guys.